everybody. We are Devorah and David Katz. We are the owners of Bamelach here in Efrat. I think one of the great things about running an artisan sourdough bakery is that a bakery is a place of community, and we have found the perfect community in Efrat. We love the people in Efrat, in Gush Etzion. It has been so exciting for us. Also, because I think we were spoiled growing up. Dave and I both grew up in great communities. I grew up in Toronto. I went to B'nai Torah, where that shul was the place to be when, I guess you were my age. It was so much fun. I ran B'nai Akiva in Toronto. I went to Camp Mosheva in Ennismore. And those were just great places that really shaped who I am and the joy of the things that I do.
I got to grow up in Cleveland, Green Road Synagogue. Hi, everybody. B'nai Akiva, Camp Stone, and eventually coming to Israel through Yeshiva University, Yeshiva HaKotel, eventually coming to Gush Etzion, to Yeshiva Har Etzion, and here we are.
Yeah, we got married, we moved to Alon Shvut. We've been there for 21 years. We have 5 great and adorable kids and very energetic kids. Our kids are all over the place. We have a daughter who started Shirut Leumi in Melbourne, Australia this year at a great school called Scopus. And unfortunately, COVID-19 sent her home. We have one son in a mechina in Nokdim, a pre-army yeshiva. And we've got 3 kids in high schools in Efrat or in elementary schools around the Gush. That's our community.
Yeah.
This seems like a great opportunity.
And our new community is the bakery community.
Oh, absolutely.
You know.
You could talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll talk about that. Okay. Our new community that we've worked to build for the past 5 years is our bakery community. People coming in, meeting people, talking to people. How are you? How was your week? What's going on? How does this work? Do you like this? Would you like that? We've really built some wonderful relationships around a bakery, which honestly always was the center of a community.
Right. Meaning in the past, a bakery is a place that everybody would sort of congregate. Certainly people would buy bread daily. I guess now that happens less and less, but in an artisan bakery where we're not putting in chemicals or preservatives, we see a lot of the same people daily. And one of the things that happened when Corona hit was that we needed to find a way to reach our community, even though people felt very isolated in their homes. So part of building this community over the past 5 years in Gush Etzion, and especially in Efrat, is that when Corona happened, we had so many people who cared so deeply about us that we were really able to restructure our bakery, not once but twice. We closed the bakery once and turned it into a matzah bakery for Pesach, and we sent matzot and Pesach desserts around the country. And now the second time where we do home deliveries around the country. There's something about healthy food in a time that is really a challenging time that is really very nurturing. You're doing great. Do you want to say something?
I'll do this now.
Great. One of the things that I promised David when we started the bakery, David and I come from a totally different world. We are both in education for many years. We've collaborated on many projects, although the bakery is by far the biggest one. But what I said to David was, I will stop doing what I'm doing, which was writing educational curriculum. I'll stop doing it, and I will help with the bakery, but I will never touch dough. And I actually think I've lived up to it. I have not touched dough. There seems to be a great separation. So Dave, in honor of Shavuot, which is a really significant holiday for us, take it away.
I think a bakery in Israel on Shavuot is a very special time. It's we start the grain harvest on the first day of Pesach, and we finish the grain harvest on 50 days later on Shavuot. So a bakery, bringing grain to people is this in healthy ways. Is really a special thing. So every day of counting the Omer is a very meaningful and it's a special time of year for the bakery. We go out, we drive down, and we see the wheat fields getting ready to be harvested, just like in Sefer Rut. It's really nice to be part of this and live this story.
Right, part of it is living this dream in Israel at this time period. There's something that's very almost emotional about it. I think anyway, Dave and I are emotional wrecks now because we feel so relieved and happy that people are slowly coming out of COVID-19, that people are getting better, that we've been able to stay open throughout all of it. And throughout the Omer, really counting the Omer is very significant because we tie ourselves very closely to agriculture.
Yeah.
Dave, start us off.
Okay, great. Okay, here's a small little thing you can do with basically any kind of dough. We're taking our ciabatta dough, our holy ciabatta dough to do it with. But here's some things you could do with doughs. Okay, so we can take a little bit of the dough out here. Okay, we're doing fresh doughs every day, which is really a treat. And here we go. So we're going to take the dough, and the first thing you can do is make like a little roll out of it. Okay, you can take it, and what you do is put the dough on the table, stretch and fold, stretch and fold, stretch and fold to the middle, stretch and fold to the middle, stretch and fold to the middle. Turn the folds onto the table. Put your hands like this. Start rolling. And if you do this right, you're going to get a nice lachmania, nice little roll over here. Okay, and there you go. Nice little roll. Now, we can get a little fancier here. Where you take your dough and you start adding things to it. We have raisins, walnuts, seeds you can put in here. So I think we'll put some seeds in this one. You can put some seeds in here. And again, stretch and fold, stretch and fold, stretch and fold. More seeds. Stretch and fold, and then you roll it up again, and you have a roll with seeds in it. Okay.
How long would you put that in the oven for?
Okay, you let it rise for about a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Temperature and how long it stays out for, and how long you bake it for. 350, 400.
So you'll take your roll and you'll let it rise significantly until the time when you press it and it doesn't push back too fast. Put it in your oven for 10-15 minutes, 350, 180 in solid centigrade, and that should be lovely. Okay. Another thing you can do with it. Another thing you can do here is again you can go sweet. You can add craisins. Some walnuts. Okay, again, stretch and fold, stretch and fold, stretch and fold, stretch and fold. Put some more in, and then you're rolling it up again. And there you go. And this is craisin walnut roll. Finally, you can just go a little bit unorthodox, and you can take your dough. You can open it up. Just like this, no shaping, no nothing, no anything. Take some seeds, we're gonna go with some black sesame seeds on here. Just take it, let it proof a little bit, and bake it in your oven, and it'll be a really nice crunchy ciabatta kind of thing.
One of the nice things that we've seen over the past few months when people have been at home is that there are a lot of new home bakers. People are excited to try things at home, which is great. We feel like anybody that starts a process like this, it's really rewarding. But I would say that when we first started and David was building his starter at home, our kids could not get over the smell. They hated the smell, they thought it was the worst thing, and they couldn't believe that something that smelly would turn into something that delicious. But it did.
Yeah, it works.
It seems to work.
Our starter's been going for 5 years, and keeps on going every day.
True fact.
Yep. So what we'd like to do, we want to join everybody else in Efrat in sending a virtual hug. We're thinking about you. And hopefully when this thing is all over, everybody can kind of get back together, and we'd love to have you visit us. We'd love to meet you. And Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach, everybody. If you're in Toronto or Cleveland or New York or any one of the other myriad of places that have come to us for workshops or have sent messages of support or checking in on us, we appreciate it. We're sending it that love back your way. We can't wait until our cafe is open here in Efrat. We can't wait until workshops start opening again, and we can't wait to see you here in Efrat. Chag Sameach.